Hey everyone, Todd here, Some Games. We're here with Damnation, the Gothic game, with Chris, the actual creator, who's took on the 1980s, let's get the right decade there, original game of the Gothic game and done a complete twist on it. And then Chris here from Black Letter Games is going to tell us about an upcoming project at the end. Stay with us. Go Chris, tell us what it's about.
Okay, so Damnation, the Gothic game, is a battle royale style game. So your goal is to be the last surviving player. It's set in Dracula's castle, so it's got a heavy sort of Gothic vibe to it, Gothic horror type style. And in the game, you control a Victorian era inspired villain. Each one is based on like an infamous character from either history or literature or film. So for example, we've got the Stranger, who's based on Jack the Ripper. We have this character over here, the Occultus, who's based on Aleister Crowley. There are 8 in the box, and all of them have their own abilities, powers, so they all play a little bit differently. And yeah, what you do is you're going to take your villain and you're going to explore the halls and the rooms of Dracula's castle, searching for weapons, searching for protection cards and different actions that are going to help you stay in the game while trying to knock other players out of the game. But when a player's killed in the game, they're not actually out. What happens is that they flip their board over, they become a ghost, and they haunt the castle, and they try and come back into the game using this tracker down the side here. So no one's ever out. The other cool thing that happens when someone is killed in the game is we have these death knell cards. So 5 of these are placed at random at the beginning of the game, at the top of the board, and whenever someone is killed in the game, they choose one of these cards to flip over, and they introduce a new rule into the game. So from this point onwards, for example, if this one was drawn, all weapons now deal 10 damage. So the order in which these are drawn and which 5 you've drawn at random from the beginning of the game is going to make sure that every single game is different. And the other effect this has is that the game will accelerate and speed up as you play. Yeah, it just essentially becomes carnage towards the end there. Yeah, that's Damnation in a nutshell. You can do all sorts of cool things. You can become Dracula for a limited time and access all of those vampire powers you'd expect. You can become a wolf, you can become bats, you can become mist, you can control henchmen and move them to guard rooms, all sorts of cool stuff. And it's for 2 to 8 players and takes about an hour to an hour and a half to play once you're familiar with the rules.
Full-on Gothic horrific battle royale survival, card, deck, hand management.
Exactly.
Everything you could hope for.
Craziness.
It's goodness. Right. Let's do a quick snippet into what you've got coming up.
Okay, so this is my next game. It's called Gunpowder, Treason and Plot, and it's based on the Gunpowder Plot Guy Fawkes story where they tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament. So in this game, it's a social deduction game for 4 to 8 players, and it takes about 10 minutes to play. So it captures all those elements that I love so much about social deduction, but distills them into a kind of really quick play experience. And it's coming to Kickstarter hopefully in October later this year.
Everyone's going October.
Yeah.
It seems to be the time. Just before Christmas, let's get everyone's money. That's fantastic. So we'll look forward to seeing what goes on with that and sharing what we can. He's here as well. Hello. Thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you.